96T of Tyler Fontaisie. Row 10, the number 66, your B main winner, Brandon Jansen's on the outside, the number 93 of Chris Rickman. Row number 11 on the inside, the number 9, Tim DeBoer. On his outside, the 64 is Doug Erskine. Then row number 12, the number 96, Brian Crosgrove. On the outside, the 69E of Dan Erskine. And taking the field as the bubble car from the B main, the 17 will be Mike Taylor. So 24 cars will start. 15 laps of distance on the HRW Automotive Mini Stock feature event.
All right, getting set to roll. Robin Elliott and Mike Kyberson here on the front row. 15 laps the distance. First race of the year, and this one ought to be interesting.
So Chantal Hyatt was going to start pole. She's dropped to the back, so Elliott will inherit the pole position. Here we go. Green flag is out on the mini stock feature.
Smells are slow in the middle of the pack, and the 90 car gets swallowed up by a whole bunch of them. They're 4 wide around the 90 car.
Mike Taylor takes the 17 to the pit area after completing 1 lap, so 23 cars left on the track. The 69E of Dan Erskine gets squirrely down the backstretch. Will stay green though, with Elliott out front. Newell second in the number 2. Then it's Ayrton, Slater, and 3 and 4 wide behind them.
Longaro on the inside of Miller, Giverson and Twitchett. 4 deep as they get through 1 and 2. Track starting to smooth out a little bit down there under the mini stock tires.
So Elliott has a big lead now over Newell. Elliott won his heat race by a mile and trying to do the same thing in the feature now. But Newell, Ayrton, Slater, Longaro, Miller, a whole bunch of cars trying to give chase behind them.
Robin Elliott with a big lead out front of the Newell number 2 behind them. Jonathan Ayrton in the 21. But then the tough guys coming up through the pack. Lee Hills in the 81. Jason Longaro in the 7 and Fontaisie in the 96 coming into the party.
Fontaisie started in row number 9 up into the top 5 now for the 96T of Fontaisie.
He's underneath. Up on the outside now as Longaro gets around the top side. They will challenge with the Ayrton 21 as they get down the back straightaway. Still it's Elliott and Newell. Longaro grabs third with Fontaisie coming along.
So Elliott with a straightaway lead over Newell in second, and then it's a big pack of cars behind them. Longaro will get free of that mess and try to go after Newell, but Ayrton dives it to the bottom trying to take that spot back away from Longaro, and here comes Fontaisie now.
Hyatt in the number 12 takes it to the pits. Fontaisie underneath Longaro as they battle for second, third, and fourth here underneath the Newell machine. Both of them get straight, and they're 3 down the front straightaway.
Good run for Matt Newell in the number 2. Just a handful of starts for that driver, and he's racing with the top dogs of this division this year right now, up on the top side in that number 2. But Fontaisie has a good run on the bottom. Longaro, Hills, and now side by side behind them, Ayrton and Steve Miller. Here comes Lucas Lubin up through the pack in the 29.
Longaro getting shuffled back into third spot. Newell back to fourth. Fifth is Lee Hills. Up front of them, the second place machine, it's the 96 of Tyler Fontaisie, and so far uncontested since the green, the 99 of Robin Elliott.
So Elliott starting to search around for some different grooves here. He does see some slower cars in front of him that he'll have to get around. So Elliott has been running the bottom and middle. Now he goes back up to the top. But a good experiment there for Elliott with no cars behind him giving any challenges.
Still has to lay down quick lap times. There's still half this race to go, and Tyler Fontaisie, one of the fastest cars in Southern Ontario with 4 cylinders under the hood, is coming hard at him now.
Yeah, Fontaisie is definitely cutting into that lead. He's got a long way to go, but halfway in the race, 8 laps in, 7 to go. And Elliott's going to catch the tail end of the field here momentarily. Behind them, the third place battle is between Lee Hills and Jason Longaro. Fifth up for grabs still between Newell and Steve Miller.
Elliott looking good. This is 9 on the counter. 6 to go for the 99 of Robin Elliott. The 96 of Fontaisie running in the next spot. Kathy Dickey with problems out of turn 4, and the 1 car comes slow down the front straightaway.
So we'll see if Dickey can get that car.
81 of Lee Hills just knocked out the inside wall and tore off the left side of the 81 in turn 2. Tommy, he was all up on it.
So a tough break for Lee Hills. He will take that car.
Still green.
Yeah, still green. Dickey takes it to the pits. Hills will stay moving here, but damage to the 81. He drops back. Fontaisie, meanwhile, up front has cut that lead down. Jason Langaro also has cut into that lead. He's right there in third.
By the yellow not coming out, it is a huge lead here for Robin Elliott. That would certainly put Fontaisie on his back bumper. Now, coming around next time by, it'll be 3 to go, and Fontaisie is there on the leader.
Yeah, Fontaisie gets to the outside. Elliott squeezes him up as close as he can to the wall, but Fontaisie finds some room there. Langaro now in the 7 is right there as well. A 3-car battle for the win.
Fontaisie around the nose of Robin Elliott. Down the front stretch into 1 they go. He's got Langaro there. Tough break for Robin Elliott. Was headed for his first feature win. He'll run out of time though as the machine of Fontaisie with a big lead now, Tommy.
Yeah, Fontaisie out front. Langaro now takes over the 2nd spot from Elliott. The Jansen 66 from the B main up into the 4th spot now, and Miller holding down the 5th spot in the 79 as the leaders put a lap on the 11 of Guyberson.
2 to go for Tyler Fontaisie. Down the back stretch he comes. This Nissan Stanza ever so quick here in 2014 as he brings the CNL Auto Wreckers. 96 down to Dale Shunneman's white flag. 1 lap to go.
So Fontaisie has mostly clear track ahead of him. Probably won't catch the 69E of Erskine before this one is done. So Fontaisie just has to negotiate turns 3 and 4 one final time.
Down into 3 and 4. Here comes the 96 of Fontaisie. And he will grab the feature win here. Tyler Fontaisie, Jason Langaro, and Jansen's in the 66 grabs third away from Robin Elliott.
So Tommy Gooch headed down to Mobile One victory lane. Second week in a row, the winner, the 96T, Tyler Fontaisie. And we'll talk to the top 3 here. Up next, the Corpac Merchandising Sprint Cars. Quick announcement of a Chevrolet.
Tyler Fontaisie gets the helmet off, the driver of the HWI Farms Twisted Metal Racing car. 2 weeks in a row, the feature winner. Here he is out of the car. Put your hands together for the driver of the 96T. Well, green to checkered on that one. 15 laps, and you started deep in the pack. Good run through the field for you, Tyler.
Yeah, I honestly didn't even know where I was by 5 to go until I seen the flagman start to wave at me. I was just trying to chase down to the front, and then I found out I was up there. So,
well, you haven't been a regular racer here on Friday nights very long, but seem to have found a new home here in Victory Lane. 2nd week in a row for you.
yeah, I have fun running up here. The car's comfortable. It feels like I can go put it wherever I want. Probably see how it goes. Maybe stick out the rest of the year. Depends on how the tow goes. It's long.
Well, you got a bunch of folks in this car you want to thank for getting you here to Mobile One Victory Lane, I'm sure.
Yeah, I got to thank all the sponsors. I got to thank Highway Farms, Dixon's Auto Body, CNL Auto Wreckers, CarQuest Auto Parts, and Twisted Metal Racing. All the crew helps me out.
There he is, Tyler Fontaisie, your HRW Automotive Mini Stock feature winner for the 2nd week in a row.
I got 2nd place, Jason Langaro here. Jason, solid season for you so far. Not quite the top of the podium yet, but you got to be pleased with how this orange number 7's been running.
Yeah, it's had its ups and downs, actually. We've been fighting with the lifters again. It keeps ruining them. I threw fresh ones in after the heat race, hopefully to get through it, and they seem to be alive still. So hopefully that's it. I've been using cheap used ones all along, so I finally wall out and bought new ones. So hopefully they last.
All right, rewarded with the 2nd place, Brandon Jansen. Brandon, good run for you here tonight. You got to be real pleased with that run. You got by Elliott at the line and jumped on the podium.
Yeah, it was a good run. We finally got that car driving the way we want it. We been trying different tire setups. I think we finally got it, so hopefully you'll see us up here a lot more.
Congrats, great run. How about it for our top 3 in the mini stocks tonight? Tyler Fontaisie, Jason Langaro, and Brandon Jansen. Well, it's sprint car time. We'll turn up to Greg and Tommy as we hear them rumbling off in the distance. The Corpac Merchandising Sprint Cars.